At the 25-yard line. And here we go for the first time with the Panthers offense led out by the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
Many people put stock in a quarterback's record as a starter, and Sam Darnold just 13 and 25 overall with the Jets. So many think that he's not going to be the guy, but there's a lot of talent there, and the Carolina Panthers could do him well. Plus the surrounding cast that he's inheriting in Carolina, better than anything he played with in New York. This is a great opportunity for Sam Darnold.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. Well, CD, certainly plenty of storylines at the beginning of every new NFL season, but one that a lot of folks are going to be tuning in to see revolves around this defense, as our game features the first ever female defensive coordinator in the NFL, Alexandra Bishop. And from top to bottom, this is just a fantastic story.
I absolutely agree with you on that one, partner, because she's a football lifer. Studied her father in Pennsylvania, and he was and is one of the great high school coaches in the country. Won a number of state championships, and she fell in love with the game through him. But the best part about all this, she's paid her dues. Worked her way up from being a coaching intern to a position coach, and now she has the opportunity to run an NFL defense. And we in the league couldn't be happier for her.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now the Jets about set to go here on the offensive side for the first time. And leading them out, Charles, the number 2 overall pick in this April's draft. It's Zach Wilson out of BYU.
During the draft process, it was pretty clear early that Jacksonville was locked in on Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback at Clemson. That allowed the Jets to really peruse the rest of the quarterback crop, and they settled in on Zach Wilson from BYU. Loved his game, ability to throw from the pocket, the off-platform throws, getting outside of the pocket and making plays. He's their guy, and they expect him to be that guy for at least the next 10 years.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This throw over the middle, taken in by Cole. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On 2nd down now. Madden. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Throwing here on third down, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A huge gain of 40 yards on the third down conversion. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well.
They'll run on first down. Madden. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 72 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
But he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key is going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out. Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
To throw is Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Faking the give, Darnold. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 50, it's Darnold. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So we've reached halftime here on opening week. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Madden. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson.
He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st down, Madden. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down at 5.
Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick.
They'll run on 1st down. Madden. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And they'll run again.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, Darnold. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And complete to Zach Ertz. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Throwing again is Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2nd and 2. Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. A couple of former Jets, Darnold to Anderson, first down Carolina. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore from 13 yards out. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. They'll keep it on the ground. Madden. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On first down, Madden. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They run the counter. Madden. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get this down to about the 30. On third down, Madden. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.